Singapore-style Manila? Posible ba? Mga kababayan, alam nyo ba na si Mayor Isko ay inimbitahan pa sa Singapore para matutunan kung paano gumagana ang rooftop greenhouse system?
You pull this one.
Hindi bakasyon to aral to para sa Maynila.
Those are actually donated to communities.
In Singapore, kilala sila sa disiplina, urban planning at green technology. Isa sa mga pinaka-epektibo nilang solusyon sa kakulangan ng lupa ay ang rooftop greenhouse farming. At guess what? Si Mayor Isko mismo ang inimbitahan para pag-aralan kung paano ito gumagana at kung paano ito pwedeng i-adapt sa Maynila. Kaya tara, samahan natin si Mayor Isko at sabay-sabay tayong matuto.
So it's all controlled by the budget. So we will do a hot planning, and based on the customer price, we will create a mapping where we can choose which are the loads to fly. So for example, we plan the route, and once we press OK, we will turn off the lights, then we will try to maintain at the altitude, at the constant altitude, and the tech will react with the antennas to maintain the XYZ coordinates. So now it's scanning every layer, and we will do a image processing of the plants, so that the video of the So once it reaches back to the altitude, we move forward to the next layer.
This is actually a very
Oh, so you pull this one.
so I can so I don't want to help them.
There you go. Then that's you how you plant.
Substrate. Para siyang po. You buy that? Yun yung magiging design ko. Hindi na siya rin.
Ito na yung
Hindi. Ano lang talaga siya. Para lang magkapapit yung...
and coco peat. Oh.
Yes, correct.
Coco peat and the seed.
Yes. So a lot of our substrate comes in ready-made.
Yeah.
So we just need to expand them. So when it's expanded, we just need to change. Then once they're seeded, we will continue to nurture, and then we go through the epektibo cycle. So it's very, very easy for us. But there are a lot of substrates that we've got to
These substrates they are coming from Malaysia.
this substrate is coming from Singapore.
Lanka.
So you're using
Import from Sri Lanka po.
products.
Capsule.
Previously used more before.
Yeah.
They are coming from Netherlands, but it's a little bit expensive.
Expensive.
So we use remove and control. So it has worked for us.
Which we have. We have a lot of wasted.
So if you have more, then it works for you. So there are ways where you have a machine that actually helps you record.
Decorticating
Yes,
machine.
correct. You can also use that and it allows you to do a lot of things.
And how many people manages this now? One?
It is just more of coming in, they check, make sure that they're doing well. Of course, if there's an issue or something that we need to rectify. Because a lot of our education is automated, but we do just need to check in to make sure that everything is going smoothly.
But one person can.
Yes. Because it doesn't take more than 20 minutes.
Mapapahalin na ng konti.
So we will just go.
Hirap na. Mag-tray mo ulit ng tubig. Hindi sayang. Ikot naman na rin.
Yeah, and some regulation.
Tapat ng grandstand.
Kita ko nga.
Yeah. Sometimes we don't get it. In a week, we don't get it. But sometimes when we see it's not hot, we don't get it. So if it's up to us, we don't have to
Isa lang, oh.
Yeah? Yeah? Isang
One
tao.
hand, nakita mo siya kanina. One hand lang.
You can do at least 57 trays a month.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them say depends on the purpose. 7 days for vegetable. Yeah. Sometimes what we do is we will try to make one figure. We will clean that down. And then once it's cleaned down, all the newly seeded trays will be placed into the clean table. And then we move on to the next one. So what we do is that our cleaning and maintenance is staggered to
Sturdy. Quite sturdy. Kaya sabi ko, ang recurring cost lang is the same. Because the water is 90%. Tapos you have prison. So, kuryente ka na lang na 4.
not very hard.
Yeah.
Very simple. It is better to have one with the outlet area of the unit itself. The outlet of the water and the outlet is so cut really
Open na yung insect trap.
But the usual pest in the greenhouse is what?
It depends on your crops.
Oo nga, no?
White flies only?
You can have white flies, you can have
gamo-gamo.
Yeah, if
but it
it's...
also depends on what depends on what crops you're growing.
Yeah, yeah.
Different crops, different pests. But our usual pests are white flies, fungus gnats are usual.
Yeah, of course. And if your plants are healthy, they won't affect
Yeah,
the plants
right.
anyway.
I mean, even if there's pests, it's
Yeah,
just best
it's
just
okay.
remove them. Yeah, so that it doesn't
Pag
spread.
healthy ang
So the importance is actually in the nursery, if your plant is actually healthy and growing
Yeah,
well.
yeah. That's the most important thing. Yeah, like my people.
Yes, exactly like people.
Ang vision sana ng mayor with
Yeah, so they were actually QC with they were actually QC and packaging also. All of our products will go through the co-pack machine. So you have seen you see that there is 2 lines of machine. One will actually pack our basil and kale. The other system actually pack our lettuces. So most of our packaging has our roots as mentioned before. So this is our packaging that is a little bit different from what you see in the market. So we actually created and customized a packaging like this where it's actually a boat to actually hold our roots of the plant to keep them alive and fresh. And then this can actually deliver it and pack, and then we have the driver coming in to actually pick up and deliver to the supermarkets itself. So all the harvested is first pre-cooked, and then they come into this room where they get QC, and then we will actually run through the system and get it packed. So it's a very seamless process that happens every day itself. So on a daily basis, we will harvest, we will pack, and then it gets delivered on a daily basis.
What do you do with the wasted?
Some of the waste, what we do is that we work with companies that actually rescue the waste. So what they do is that they actually come to our farm twice a week. So some of them collect our waste either for composting,
Yes.
for soil waste. When they are produced that is not aesthetically nice to be sold in the supermarket, those are actually donated to communities. So there are organizations that actually work with people in the community where they actually contact farms directly to collect the produce. So for stuff produce that are rejected by us and by the supermarket, we actually donate that to the community. So there are a few organizations in Singapore where the community collects them. They either will collect them in bulk, they will repack on their own, and then they will actually sort of distribute within the community itself. Or they can work with community clubs, and then they hold a small market in that sense where people come and then they take what they need. So that's something that we also do to sort of lower costs. And we've been doing this for almost 3 years with some of the organizations that we've been working with. Because as you know, sometimes the supermarket can be a little bit strict, so when there's a little bit of a blemish, stuff actually get rejected. So that's why we also try to find ways to sort of reduce the cost. So one way is to make sure that we have very healthy plants, we produce healthy and nutritious plants. That lowers the situation where we have plants that are not so good. At the same time, opening up more channels where we can work with organizations that are not too particular about issues like this. Yeah. So there are some ways that we try to reduce the cost. Let's move on to the next.
Next.
Smells great, doesn't it?
Yes. Do you have the blue product?
Intimidating
Rooftop work.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Join us, Andy.
Join us. Sam, can you join? Samantha, can you join?
background doon. Can we enter? It's okay? Can we have Mas magandang background doon.
I was just going to say on the basil, one of the things we've also done is we did pesto.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for processed food. Yeah. Halika dito. Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
Come here. Join us. And Andy.
Come in. Okay.
Andres, sali kayo. Sir, our Alright, so you can replant or keep it direct.
Wait, let me take 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Hindi siya masyado
Sam, what's our head count?
Sorry? Okay, tell us about that.
I don't know.
10 people to run this van. 4,000 square meters. 10 people. Only 10 people. Kasi the automation is in place. Electric system, automated system. You can compute the number of workers, the
It's like a movable galley.
This is an ordinary roof. Ordinary roof. Nothing is spectacular.
This greenhouse been around for 2 years. We've been operating for 2 years.
3 years already.
Yeah. So all is fully automated. So most of the work is done inside. So we have maybe maximum 2 people working in the company. We have someone here harvesting produce, and then we have one here transplanting. So every time we harvest plant, pipes actually goes down to water. We will take it from this side, it comes on this end, and then someone do it. So it just requires 2 person to actually run and operate the farm. Yeah. What do you call this system again? This is the moving gully system. So you do have that under every office where the 5 people partner. When one goes in, we have one coming out itself. Yeah. So that
the
gives
new
us
plants
the,
here and then coming out.
correct. So even the nutrients also is all aligned as per starter. All this, the frequency and the duration is actually set by us. So for specific crops, it can be watered like twice every hour or certain period of time or 4 times a day. You actually have that flexibility for the growing. Even the shakes also, when it gets to a certain temperature, the shakes will actually close. So that also helps with the whole operation.
So you can control it from there, or?
We have a sensor system that controls the irrigation, the shading. So yes, so we do have also LED lights. We will only use that during the time when we do have sun. So for example, if we go through a monsoon and we do have sunlight for like 1 hour, so that's when the supplementary light. So it allows us to have very different control. Because we do realize that when it goes to a monsoon, plants actually don't have enough sunlight and then it affects the yield and everything. So that is also one thing to look at if you are outdoor. Of course, we still take advantage of the sunlight, but for certain periods, it's also good to have supplementary lights on standby. So that's the reason why with the automation we are able to work with lesser crew. We only require, actually, minimally we can actually have 1 person working on. They can actually harvest and actually transplant at the same time. It's just more of like managing how much you want to harvest and how much you want to transplant, because you are the one controlling the system. If you want to move it faster, or you want to move it faster, then you can actually press the button a couple of times to get the system moving a little bit quicker itself. So the person has the flexibility to sort of like manage how fast they want to work. So that's why the moving gully system actually works for us and allow us to have a lower manpower per greenhouses itself. Yeah.
In terms of skill, do you hire agriculturists, or what's the?
So most of our staff, because we don't have in Singapore, we don't have
right?
skilled staff. So a lot of our staff are trained from the beginning.
Oh, so zero skill. Wow.
So we have staff that have been with us for 4 years. Of course, they have gone through the failures with us. But through the failures, they actually learn what works and what doesn't work. So that is something that you cannot find anywhere.
Yeah, and that's good for people who do not have experience and want to
So
go.
for us, we will look at the attitude of the person. If the person is willing to learn, have the attitude to actually maybe see as a career, it's something that we are willing to actually train them for. So once we train them and they show the potential to do even more, we will definitely teach them not just the growing. If they want to look at managing the system, that's something that we can also do for our staff. Yeah.
How many heads do you have? I mean, like,
our head hits. In one greenhouse of this size, we have about 45,000 heads.
45,000 of this.
Or
We call it heads.
heads.
45,000.
And per head,
45,000
how many grams on the average?
We try to target 120 grams
120 grams
per head.
per head. 120 times 45,000.
Yes.
So that's 5 tons per greenhouse. And then how many greenhouses?
We have 5.
Oh, so that's 20. So that's 200 tons.
So that's our maximum capacity is 200 tons.
200 tons. And your average harvest per month?
Average harvest per month. Right now, we are doing around 40 to 50
Tons.
That's because you don't really maximize everything.
Yeah, correct.
If it's max output,
Yeah.
14.
you can do
Right.
it. Yeah.
And also depending on
14 tons.
what crops
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are growing also.
14 tonelada
What's the
nito.
growing cycle,
Buwan.
The growing cycle ranges from 38 to 45.
38, 45 days. Yeah.
Of course, if you can lower the cycle, then it increases the productivity and the productivity. So same thing goes if you can increase the yield, the head, that even doubles your yield. Yeah, the output actually doubles.
But the maximum days that they stay in this greenhouse is
42 days.
40
From
to
seeds.
1.5
Yeah,
months.
from seeds. So
from
we
the
will
seed.
have them 14 days and then around like
Tapos compare mo sa poultry,
6 days or so.
45 days na pa rin.
Yeah, correct. The quicker it is, the better it is for us. So that's why the crop is also very important because it gives you a very quick turnaround. But you also need to figure out what works for you and whether it complements your system. So there are obviously some crops that maybe doesn't work for our garden because of the setup.
Yeah.
So you just need to figure out what works. So we've gone through like maybe 6 months of trial and error to grow different produce and they set up sort of like with us what can grow and what works for our system. Maybe that's
Alright.
My phone is okay so far for the past
Mga kababayan, isipin nyo to. Maynila, siksikan, walang masyadong lupa, pero pwedeng magtanim sa bubong. Ito ang konsepto ng rooftop greenhouse. Gulay sa itaas ng gusali, mas preskong pagkain, mas murang supply, mas kaunting transport cost, mas sustainable na lungsod. Dito mo makikita kung paano mag-isip si Mayor Isko. Hindi lang siya naglilinis ng kalsada, hindi lang siya nagpapatupad ng disiplina. Nag-iisip siya ng pangmatagalang solusyon. Kung paano makakatulong sa pagkain ng Manilenyo, makakabawas sa init ng lungsod, makakapagbigay ng trabaho at makakapag-modernize ng city infrastructure. Kung nagawa ng Singapore, bakit hindi sa Maynila? Pero ang tanong, sino ang mayor na willing lumabas ng bansa, hindi para mamasyal, kundi para matuto at iuwi ang kaalaman? Si Mayor Isko. Mga kababayan, hindi lahat ng pagbabago ay agad nakikita. Minsan, nagsisimula yan sa pag-aaral, pagbisita, pagdala ng idea at paglalapat sa sariling lungsod. Kung matutuloy ang rooftop greenhouse sa Maynila, hindi lang yan proyekto. Simbolo yan ng isang mayor na handang matuto, mag-adapt at magdala ng modernong solusyon para sa susunod na henerasyon. Ako nga pala ang Kuya J nyo na palaging nagpapaalala sa inyo na dapat alam mo to.